ignorance was at. I said where? She said downtown. He had... I think the line is a setup, I can smell it, but ignorance is running rampant. Aye, baby, show me the exact spot. Meet me at Hoyt and Skimmerhorn at 3 on the dot. So I hops up on the A train, I'm being followed. My 7 sense is danger. I turn around, this anger. And he brought a marble along. It's the same.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Super. Future. I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay from good Jamaican. I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
100K I spent that on my wrist. 200.
We're at the sold-out and noisy Oracle Arena. We'll see Oklahoma City facing the NBA champion Golden State Warriors. Take a look at the Warriors. This is a hot team. They currently hold the best record in the entire NBA.
You know what? They're almost perfect in their approach right now. I mean, mentally, physically, strategically, everything seems to have fallen into place. They're bound to hit a bump at some point in the road, but right now, everything is all systems go.
Yeah, you're right on top of it, Greg. It's hard to find fault with the way they've been playing at the moment. I mean, their confidence level continues to rise and grow with every win, and you can not only see it, but I think it's palpable. You can feel it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, the rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Stolen by Westbrook. From deep. And it's Durant missing.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And Curry the bucket on the assist by Thompson. That's now 8 points for Steph Curry.
That, Kevin.
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
That's amazing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Durant. Oklahoma City the rebound. Adams the pass to Westbrook. Hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got 6.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Here's Curry. No luck. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And it's Westbrook missing.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
And Roberson kicks to Durant. Kick out to Adams. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 9.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Misses off the right iron.
No breathing room at all to take that shot.
And it's blocked by Adams. Fades and shoots. The kick out to Westbrook. Tries again. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. The Warriors trailing. And Durant sends it back. And Curry has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair, But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. The Thunder also changing it up. Foy comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Payne. Warriors have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Curry. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Now here's Waiters after Westbrook's missed three. Takes the three, and Waiters with the bucket on the assist by Foy. Waiters got 5.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now here's Curry. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. From deep. Can't get it to go. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
Now Curry. After Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. Curry with another miss. The Thunder with the lead. Here's Durant. Great D that time from Green.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Kicks to Barnes. The second chance effort. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them. Putting you in. Let's go.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Curry against Westbrook. Thompson outside. Curry attacking, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 17.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Waiters, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Morrow. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He dishes it to Durant. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Green with the block. They retain possession, and the shot is good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Curry. No good on the buzzer beater. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, he say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammate.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here. They
can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Warriors trail by 4. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. The Splash Brothers are the guard. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Dishes to Payne. From outside, off the mark. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the San Antonio Spurs.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Another miss by Curry. The Thunder leading by 3. That's good from Payne on the assist by Durant.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Points on the layup. Payne's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Durant attacking. Second chance shot. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he was able to convert on the finger roll.
Here's Payne, and it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Russell Westbrook.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Andrew Bogut. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Timeout called the Warriors. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Steph Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. Payne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
And the basket good. 28 points for Steph Curry.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. He has 11 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down. And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
Here's Payne. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Assist from
Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And another thing they've done right from the start is converting a lot of those second chance opportunities. Those can be hard to come by sometimes.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Ibaka, no luck. Warriors trail by 5. From deep. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Bogut. He kicks it to Curry. Tries again. He lays it in. Curry's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that 2-guard position.
Well, he can defend 3 positions, Kevin. And offensively, he does everything you want done from the 2-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
Feeds it to Westbrook. And Adams kicks to Durant.
2 minutes.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet up until last season, he's been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you've been talking about this, he posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10".
And here we go with Curry running it up the court. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Westbrook double team. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Durant missing.
You're not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Bogut dishes to Thompson. Outside Curry. There's 53 seconds left now here in the second. It's deflected. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Roberson. Green with the block. Curry is inside. He's against Cantor. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Curry. The Thunder shooting just 31% in the game. From deep three-point range, can't get it to go. Great D that time from Westbrook. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And it's a 7-point Oklahoma City lead. Here's Curry. Good if it goes. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so...
Kevin, what is...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He ended up with 17 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. He seems to have carried the momentum from his...
Stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position.
You again at the horn.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day, a jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor, Clark.
So for Oklahoma City right now, down low, it's the international combo of Ibaka and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Andre Robertson. And it's Durant in at the 3.
And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
He hits the second from the line. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Green, the pass to Curry. The long distance 3 is buried. Curry's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And Foy kicks to Robertson. And that one's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Payne's checked in. Timeout called the Warriors. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Deadly from behind the 3-point line in that game. And it really gave them the ability, I felt, to stretch that defense out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it opened things up for them in a big way. The defense was never able to string together any stops or get comfortable.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Thompson. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Payne's shot is good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
From outside the arc, Oklahoma City the rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
On its way from Curry for 2. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
Well, going back to Bogut, when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
And the Thunder making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Adams dishes to Payne. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Westbrook. The Warriors pull it in. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
First one falls for him. And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
On the topic of Nick Collison shooting, last season was his only real setback. Only shot 42% after having a career 54% shooting percentage. But he's up slightly in most other categories, especially the ones based on hustle and effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Spates. Thompson comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And when you talk about Nick Collison, every team needs someone like him. He's focused, unselfish. He's that hard-nosed big with just enough skill to bite you when you forget about it.
Warriors trail by 18. Westbrook with the steal. It's 2-on-1. The finish. Whoa!
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. He feeds it to Payne. Back to Westbrook.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
Bogut the pass to Curry. From deep. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Payne. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself. And you look at the story defensively in this game. I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me, and it's costing them. They're paying for it.
From the top of the key. Green with the block. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
I'm putting you in.
So here's Westbrook. And so they foul intentionally.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Brandon Rush. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Against the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Bogut in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed, that played a huge role in this conversation about playoff seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at moving forward. That athletics.
Yeah. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy.
Oh,
I don't remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I
I
saw
tell
it.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
He's showing great leadership here, willing his team into this game with his performance, doing everything in his power to cut into the lead.
Nice shot by Foy.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Green with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Another 3 for Golden State.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Waiters with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. Shots good by Waiters.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. Defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Waiters leading the charge. They retain possession. One-on-one fast break. And too long on the shot.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Here's Roberson. Dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
On its way from Curry for 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And Foy with a clear path to the hoop. That's good.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Curry, good.
And since the start of the 4th quarter, that 3-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy on the perimeter. And the 3-pointer is a major weapon for him right now in this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch 4 was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a 3. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Payne in for Randy Foy.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
With the stretch 4 and the need for shooting at the position, They don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot making gives you a chance to do that.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Payne makes it off the glass.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And Durant sends it back. Here's Waiters. Oh, he jams it right over Draymond Green. Wow.
Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been the team in control.
Yeah, and they put the fans simply on mute. They've not had anything to cheer about, and they've been silent.
Cantor's shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
But they get it back. And Thompson kicks to Barnes. It's Curry with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got 58.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
Clark, their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
Yeah, Kevin, they had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
That's breathing a huge sigh of relief, guys. They're on their way to a win here, avoiding losing all 4 games of the season series.
Would have been a tough pill to swallow if they hadn't pulled it out.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Westbrook. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Curry outside. No luck. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Durant kicks to Waiters. Here's Cantor. And that one hits back iron. 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Now guarded by Payne. The tray. Curry's shot is off. And here now the Thunder. And so the Thunder now can just hold on to the ball. Cantor dishes to Waiters. And Durant, here we go. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, guys, they came in here and really took charge from the opening tip. This is such a tough thing to do for a visiting team. This contest was played on their terms.
And, you know, that's not the way it usually works in the NBA. It's going to be a great win, and you know it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here for sure.
From deep, Morrow, he cans that one.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, guys.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
They need it in terms of energy.